When I was in high school, I really loved making things and building things. I love to mix things to give it to my friends for their birthdays. I used the red, white, blue kind of canvas. I cut it up to make like different types of bags for my friends. So I really like using my hands to make things. So I thought like, oh, okay, maybe I'm onto something that can build things, something like that. I'm Jacqueline Chak, the co-founder of Edit, Re-Edit, Edit Academy, Editecture, and also our Tide Charity Foundation. I grew up with big families. When I was a child, me, my cousins, my brother, we all went to kindergarten together. We always have like big gatherings. And I feel like being in a home is the most important thing for anyone's life. Then you can go on to do whatever you love or your passion and to build your dream. And that's what I want to be an architect. I was born in the States, grew up in Hong Kong, and then I went to LA and London to study architecture. I lived in London for about 8 years. I worked there for a little bit, and then I went to Japan to work a little bit, and then came back to Hong Kong. I started my own business in 2011, and that's how we started to get into the industry. When I was studying, I think London taught me about the narrative of stories and the poetic side of an item or of a story. And Japan, it's all about precision. Hong Kong is my home and my root because it's such a fast-paced city. I think that also guides us to what we're doing for sustainability is that I want to think of multi-purpose. I want to make things that can be reused, either to be reused for our client's office or there's afterlife, like after commercial use, like maybe we can give these to the community. I think that's what it trained me to be efficient, intimate, but at the same time care for our own community. I passed by one homeless lady every day when I was working in Wan Chai, under the bridge. I see her coming out from a pile of her belongings in a tent. And I was thinking, what if one day I can build her a proper home and shelter? And that's how we started, I think, 6 years ago, from 2020, as a passion project. And it's nonprofit, but then at the same time, you also have to keep working, dwelling, and then you fail and you keep going back again. But I'm happy that I have a passionate team as well to build this project together. So Home Edit, it's I always say it's a big suitcase that opens up and transforms into a bedroom because it has a bed, a kitchen, and a living room and a small garden with a solar panel so that the homeless can charge their phone and their fan and their light for nighttime. And we also built a little garden on top is that we feel like, giving them a home, no matter where they live, they also deserve to plant whatever they like or they need. And also we've got a stove and some kitchen equipment that opens up. But then when the homeless community, when they need to go to work during daytime, it can close up and lock up so that it kind of secures all of their belongings. I think from my perspective, as I said, Hong Kong is such a fast-paced city. And we always make something, throw it away, make it, throw it away. As an architecture designer, I would say, I want to create things that is multi-purpose. We build something, but then we can also have a message to give back. Maybe this object or this design is done for one party, but then it can still be treasure for other parties like underserved world, maybe our, underprivileged world. I kept challenging myself to do things and connecting our commercial world to our community.